How's it going? Not sure who all is lurking yet, but just grabbing a few last things here. Make sure we're not connected to the wrong microphone this time. Looks like we're good. Okay. Is it all good here? Let's see. Try my sound on the side. Hey, what's up, Slim? All right, so today got the flat lap out. Finally, it's been a little over 2 months, but it's dirty and I need to clean it. So before I get right into making it super even more dirty and nastified. Oh, look at that. Nasty. I've even got the respirator out because it's dusty in there. And let me actually flip this around and show you guys this way. Oh yeah, thick layer of dust in there. Oops, sorry, I realized my cord was plugged in. If it drags on the table, that can be loud. Yeah, so flat lap needs to be cleaned, but needs some little bit of TLC. And then we'll get into polishing some stuff. Maybe even some opal, because that goes really quick. It's so soft. But I also have all this stuff down here. All these stones, all this stuff out. Just a few things I had been working on. Yeah, how y'all doing? Hey there, Jackie, Slim, Mom. Yeah, Slim, it's important to keep that stuff clean. It gets nasty quick. No worries. Thanks for dropping in. We're gonna do this for a while and then polish stuff for a bit, and then I'll just need enough time to go get ready because we're headed to the city to celebrate my graduation tonight, so that's my plan. Got a couple stones here. Let me flip this around again. Getting my mask on. So, not sure which one we're gonna do. I think we'll put one of these stones in this one. We'll put something in there. It's got to be a little smaller than that oval that's actually drawn on there, but some pretty little pictures and all sorts of other stuff there I'm working on. A little wonderstone, kind of looks like the Superman symbol. That'll be in a video that's coming out maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I cut up a whole bunch of that. Hey, Travis. You know, I mean, Travis, usually with this side, like, up where the pad spins, like this right here, I try and wipe it frequently. And so if the stone does fly and hit the sides and falls down, I always wash the stone off and stuff, but yeah, that's probably how my 1200 got contaminated. That and all the moss agate I do so many mossy agates that it's probably that the grit got stuck inside one of the mossy ones. So I'm gonna pull y'all out of the tripod one more time here. And what I need to do is actually two things. Ooh, after we clean the flat lap, we're gonna put this sticker on. I think it's backwards, maybe just on my screen. But this was from, oh my gosh, I'm spacing on her name right now. She's got the TikTok, Rock Talk. Rocks and Hops. She does a little thing where she goes to bars and talks geology. Sorry, hold on. I'm just trying to set this somewhere for a minute while I Oops. Okay. We're good. This is not high enough. Like, look, my stream was freezing over there, so that's why I got distracted. I got the laptop just to the side and then it froze. Wait, more horse lax. Hold on. I missed the first comment there. Oh. Alright. Now we're good. And no, it's not plugged in, obviously, not while I'm gonna clean it. But luckily it's been dry for like 2 months, so all this will just scrape out. So I'm actually just gonna go through and loosen it up. It's kind of satisfying to do. Oh, I see, Slim. I think we were using the liquid cool at the club for the saw oil. We'd been using that liquid cool stuff. I don't know why I did it that way. I'm keeping my mask on, I just keep pulling it down to talk. Very dusty. I'm keeping the mask on because it's super dusty now. So how's everyone doing though? Sorry, I kicked the tripod. Beautiful day. Nice. Yeah, it's a nice day here too. Oh, I think there's a stone back here. Oh, hey, Jeff. Just a little chunk of agate. A little tiny piece of agate that broke off of something. I don't remember. It was sitting in there. This is actually going pretty quick, so yeah, I'll probably polish something after this because I'm already nearly done loosening it all up. Just gotta get it all dumped out now. Hello, welcome back, Jackie. Yeah, I did dishes and a whole bunch of house chores before starting this, but this is just a different kind of chores, I guess. I thought about like vacuuming it up, but I don't want to do that to my vacuum. Oh, okay, Mom, thanks. And Jeff, if you're listening, your pendant is almost dry, and then I'll pack it up and ship out your box tomorrow. But I had not glued your that stone into the pendant until now. But it's been glued and sitting over here. It's actually probably dry now. I've got tape around it to make sure it was held in place, but yeah. Probably all dry now, but I wanted to be sure. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick. I had my mask on. Gotta pull it down to talk. And that's why we're wearing a mask. Oh. Also, also why I normally do this outside, and probably should have still. I guess I'll just be dusting and vacuuming again. I did it yesterday, but that's gonna be all over my house. Gross. Hey, Nick. Oh, first time you're gonna clean yours? Okay. So, I usually get something flat to loosen up the dirt. Make sure you let it dry out all the way. Obviously, it's unplugged. I just get something flat that can just like slide in there and loosen up the dirt and fit in between all these. Loosen up all the dirt. I tilted it into this, brush it all out. Sometimes I'll rinse it out. I may give it a rinse here. But I mean, for quick cleaning, that's good. For deep cleaning, you know, you can go much more in depth, but for quick cleaning to get it back into use, that's plenty. All right. It's like a, it's like a nice clay. Ouch, no good, Nick. Yeah, recover. Oops. Okay. Also, yeah, I'm really sorry, that sucks. But before I get, since we're talking about cleaning them, the other thing I probably should really do that I haven't, and it's overdue for, is I haven't taken this off and applied new grease. You're supposed to like, I have the extra grease. Who here has a flat lap and doesn't do that? Anyone else here besides me bad? I know Tyler has done it, but not as often as you're supposed to as well. Right? When's the last time you put grease on yours, Tyler? Oh, you stepped on a nail? Dude, what? I missed that. I saw your name pop up in chat, but you stepped on a nail? God. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, give me one sec. I'm gonna readjust the camera and we'll get the Allen wrench to pop that off and grease it up. Forgot where I put the grease for a second. I got the grease they have. Yeah, I'm bad, Slim. I'm naughty. Oh, which... Oops, I tilted it and there's a little bit of dust in there, but we'll blow it out. Perfect, okay. Now, I'm not sure where the actual Allen wrench for this is, so I'll probably just have to get my Allen wrench set out really quick here. Nope, not there, okay. Oh my gosh, I found it. I went and got my entire toolkit out, and as I was walking back, I think I found it. I think it's this one. Alright, I know I missed some chat. Did Tyler answer? Tyler might have stepped away. Okay. Well, I'm curious when the last time he greased his was. He's better about it than me, I know that. I'm just probably lucky mine hasn't seized up. Oh, how much do you have to unscrew this thing? Huh. It's been so long I don't even remember. I thought you had to do it like only like 5 or 6 turns. I guess I didn't do that many, did I? Okay, sorry, I was checking the chat. Anyone here? No? Does this have to come all the way out? I feel like it moved. There it goes, okay. The outer piece is loose now. So shouldn't it pop off? Theoretically? Pop off if it's not seized on there? Not all the way. Yeah, Tyler, I was asking when the last time you did yours was. So yeah, I unscrewed it quite a bit, so it should just kind of pop off, right? If it's not seized up, which it might be. Oh, shoot. I can show you. Unplug it. Okay. So the bottom piece down here, it's loose. Like this part's loose, but this won't pop up and off. When in doubt, take the screw all the way out, right? I'm about to. Okay, no. Hold on. Put you back on the tripod. Yeah, that'll be a last resort, Jackie. But it is an option. It's like almost all the way out. I feel like it's gonna fall out. It is. Yep. All the way out. There's grease in there. Oh, the grease looks good. I mean, I definitely see grease in there. But it's also definitely stuck on. Yep, that's not budging. Damn. Whew. I'm not bragging, I'm no He-Man, but I'm also not weak. And I don't want to break it. Well, we're in a bit of a pickle here. Turn it on. Or are you actually being serious? Because with the screw out, I mean, I don't really want to get dust in there. Yeah. Don't remember how it works with this one. Well, we're gonna put the screw back in for now, I guess. Anyone want to look up the high-tech machine for me real quick? I should have done that before this because I mean, I wasn't even planning on doing this part. I was just gonna clean that part and then get polishing. Also, now that I think about it, how did this piece even come loose? It's not attached to anything or to the screw. That's weird. I don't know, Jackie. I might just put it back together so we can polish something today. I feel like the manual's sitting somewhere around here. Yeah, I got the manual somewhere in a pile of stuff there. I'm not really sure. Oh, what's that? Thanks, Jackie. I don't know if they have this kind of flat lap. I don't remember. I forget who does and doesn't use flat lap like this versus the slant cabber because they're built differently. I feel like Kyle just uses a Cab King, doesn't he, now? Or Dave uses Diamond Pacific. I'll look it up later. We'll do that part off camera. Oh, come here, wily little guy. I don't know how you're not tight yet. Oh, and that little thing expanded and got tighter on it. So the screw does push on something and somehow expands it. Interesting. Hey, there's Karen. Do you have any experience with the flat laps, Karen? I've taken apart the arbor. I'm putting it back together now, but oh, there we go. That's about as tight as it goes. Okay. Yeah, I know that will come off, but the problem was we're not getting it off. I tried. I took the screw all the way out and it wasn't popping off. I'm worried it got kind of seized on there because I was going to apply some new grease, but I couldn't get it off. It wouldn't budge. I was pulling so hard up on this that I was getting worried because it sounded like I was pulling the motor up in the housing. It sounded like the whole thing was rocking a little bit. Yeah, so that worried me. I didn't want to. Hey, blind squirrel. How's it going, squirrel? And Karen. Oh, did someone say Kyle too? Oh, yes, there is Kyle. Kyle? It popped by so quick, I missed it. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, those fish sure looked good, man. I might go fishing while I'm out in Utah next week. Go catch some bluegill and stuff. We got some good fish in Utah. So, yeah, I don't know. We took it apart, we put it back together. If it sounds fine, I'm not worried. Whoopsies, it's dragging. Drop the air duster. It's the little plastic thing is dragging. For some reason, this little guy came loose. Now what? So this little thing, for some reason, is now sitting loose and spinning, and that's what you hear dragging down there. That's never been loose. Today, it just popped off. I don't know if it was glued to the top there, or what, but it just popped off. Oh, man, come on. I can't win today. Don't know what to do now. Okay. Well, it's a sad day. I'm still gonna wipe this off and put the other sticker on, and then maybe figure out this problem. Because if that's gonna be loose and spinning, we're not gonna polish something right now, because that's gonna be annoying and annoy me, and I don't want it down there dragging and spinning like that, because it's never done that before. Live customer service call with high tech. Oh, that would be funny, Jackie. Except I film from my phone, so that's not even an option. Yeah, I'm not stressed out. I know those things are replaceable. I just don't know why this popped off. Or if I just need to glue this back up. But also, I can't get this off. Like, I just want to pop this off. Grab your partner's phone. She's not home. She's at work. Yeah. I'd actually consider it. That might be funny, but no, she's off at work, and as soon as she's off, we're headed, not all the way to the city, but we're headed to, like, the Queens area to go to my favorite little pizza spot. Does gluten-free pizza. We're gonna go hang out with our best friend and get some pizzas. Okay, well, no, I don't know. Do I try and unscrew that again and give it a little more love? Do we want to put WD-40 in there? I don't think we want to do that to try and pop it off, right? So many questions. Jackie, no, actually. So let me show you my laptop. Here's my gaming laptop that has no sort of camera. No webcam. I bought a laptop that was designed for gaming but had no cameras, interestingly enough. So yeah, I'd have to buy a webcam. I had it set up so I could use my other iPhone and do it from OBS, but for some reason OBS stopped recognizing my iPhone and won't let me use it as a camera, so I've got to figure that whole problem out. I know others have had those issues too. Yeah, leave it till I talk to high tech. Oh, sad. Well, I mean, I guess instead I could keep putting stuff on dop sticks. I had mini stones going on dop sticks. I've got so many projects going on, there's always something to do. Grab a little more water, wipe that off, and put that sticker on. Yeah, Slim. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of hammering my $600 machine, even with a light. Wait, I don't have a rubber mallet anymore. Yeah, no, I don't even have a rubber mallet anymore. I've got a hammer and a rock hammer. And there's no way to hammer, like with this tray on, there's no way to hammer just up. Definitely don't want to hammer down. Problem is it's not coming off. But when I pull on this really, really hard and was trying to pop it off, it sounded like I could hear the whole motor and everything in the housing trying to lift up, and it was like kunk, 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 a little bit. Like, I don't know if that was good or bad that I'm like lifting the shaft out of the motor. It doesn't do it now that it's attached back on. Everything's a hammer if you're brave enough, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I'll call high tech and see what they say, and then maybe go from there. As far as the plastic being attached up there, I'm pretty sure this was just glued up to the top, and I could put a dot of glue up there, at least for now, pop that back up, and then we can still polish stuff. I'm not really worried about that, because if this is attached and stuck up there, it's fine other than that thing is touching. Yeah, it's fine. It sounds perfectly fine. There's just that thing dropping and touching. So, I do have a lot of rocks around my house. They're all hammers, right? Oh no, Karen, I just meant for this little guy dropping up and down here, short term, I don't know. Just because I wanted to polish something now, but not have that dragging while I'm polishing, because it makes a lot of noise. I know, glue's probably not a great idea. Curious why it suddenly doesn't want to hold on and be where it used to be and live. Why don't you want to go in your home? Huh. Okay, well. What? Chris, no flat lap, stop it. I'm just curious why that guy popped off. Don't worry, we're not gonna use it. It's fine. We'll just finish cleaning it and put some stuff on dop sticks. I've got lots and lots more stones to dop. Yeah, I don't know why it's not tight. I'm like sitting here wondering what a solution might be. Like, and I feel like it was tight when I started. And then while I was unscrewing it, it suddenly came loose while I was unscrewing it, which is weird. Now it's quite loose. That is just so strange. Well, no lube for you today, machine. Wait, a crack? Hold on. Tyler. Yeah, don't worry. I will call. No crack, and it's not a hard plastic. You know, it's a kind of soft. I don't know what. It just looks like a plumbing pipe. It's got even the normal generic print on there, and it's kind of soft. If you squish it, you can poke into it with your fingernail. It feels kind of rubbery, like a thick, dense silicone or something. So I was like sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, temperature? Put a blow dryer on it? Would it heat and expand? Heat and expand and no longer pop up? Just put a blow dryer, hair dryer to it. But yeah, I'll call before I mess around and do any of that kind of stuff. It's just a shame. Because I wanted to clean it, put it together, and maybe get into this pile of opals that we had. Don't worry, Tyler. Look, I unplugged it. There you go. All right. Unplugged it. We're all good. Grab a few more paper towels and wipe off this whole thing. And yeah, as far as dopping, I've got a few things. I've got a bunch of opals. A few things I already put on the dop sticks days ago, and I showed off on the live. You know, like the blue lace and the. So I got some blue lace, got some Larimar, some agates, some obsidian, this stuff. I don't remember, is this the one you sent? Let me get this over here. Get better light. Yeah. I liked that one a lot. I'm at just under 2,600 hours. It's up and down because I keep losing a lot. That's a lot of stuff that's just over a year old. This is right around the time of year I started getting I got quite a few views 1 year ago, or a bunch of watch hours. So that stuff drops off, and as I get new hours, it's like just kind of a little battle back and forth right now. Lose hours and gain hours daily. Yeah, some of this stuff will dop up. Oh, let me turn the flash on for this one. Oh yeah. Actually, I don't know if I'll dop this one up. Some of them are going to be like free forms. Yeah, you can't just like loop a video. It also, I think an account can only watch someone's content like twice or something within a year for it to count. Like after watching a video twice, it doesn't count the watch hours or something like that. So yeah. Oh, this one needs to go back on the dop stick. This one fell off. Yellow feather. It was almost done. It was heading to the polish stage. And some little end cuts of some things, scraps and pieces. And then, yeah, just out of camera, I've got a whole pile of the opals and little toothpicks, and I was going to put opals on toothpicks as dops. The only thing is, okay, I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews, and a few people I've talked to at the club actually said that they've just used crazy glue on opals like that, and she's like, oh, I just used nails or little pieces of wood and some crazy glue on the Australian opals, and they didn't have issues. But like everything I've ever heard was like, do not use glue on opals because opals can soak stuff up, and you don't want glue soaking into your opal and destroying it and cracking it. I was gonna try it with some of the potch opals, the ones with no color, just to see what happens. It's kind of like an experiment. I've got some big chunks of somewhat clear opal, and I want to see if putting glue on it, throwing it on a dop, and then I don't know, putting it up to my machine, just see what happens, and then take it off, let it dry, and see if it destroys the opal or not. So it's gonna be kind of a experiment. Because everyone says don't, but you know what? I've got a pound of mostly potch junk opal. I'm looking over at it right now, and I can see. Oh, the camera's not at the right angle, but I see some flash from my angle just right in there. Oh. That one's pretty. I let chat get away from me. Hold on. After Tyler asked what are we dopping, I kind of went on a rant. Everyone's chatting so quick. I gotta catch up. Jeez. Create a ton of fake accounts. Subscribe to yourself. Jeff, I mean, I did it with one. I used my girlfriend's account. And then we created a throwaway account to game with, like for gaming, which I might not do anymore gaming on my YouTube here, and actually just only post gaming stuff on there. Every time I do live stuff, only post it to that channel, and then no more gaming on here, and see if that, I don't know, not even see if that goes anywhere. Just to kind of keep my rocks here, because I was looking from her account and coming to my channels, like scrolling through videos, and like gets kind of cluttered with how much stuff I've got on there. And then I was seeing all the gaming stuff, I'm like, yeah, it's a little cluttered. Going forward, I might just keep the gaming to the Ominous Jellyfish account, and we're gonna me and her both use the Ominous Jellyfish account and share it for all the gaming. But to finish answering Tyler's question, these are some other things I was going to dop to work. We're going to put a piece of this kind of moonstone material. It looks like moonstone, but it's the one I was led to believe might be peristerite. We're not seeing any flash in it at the moment. But I promise there's a little bit of blue in this one. And a little bit of blue in this one. There's a bit there. Do something like that with that one. Ooh, pardon me. I think some of that dust is still in the air. Where'd that blue flash go? So the blue flash is there. I don't know if I want it in the trees. Maybe down here. In one of those gaps. Anyway, some pieces like that. And some other things. So I'll set the flat lap to the side. I'll wipe this down later because that's boring. I won't do any more of that on the stream because, come on, cleaning the flat lap, I don't know. I just felt like being a little silly and I wanted to put that post up of the flat lap in the bathtub. See if anyone got angry and said something in the comments to me. Shouldn't put your flat lap in the bathtub. Make flyers and put them up on campus. I'm not a student anymore. I graduated. Technically, I shouldn't be going on campus anymore now that I'm graduated. Gradumated. Gradumagiated. Remove set screw. Oh, okay. I got you, Slim. Yeah, I'll read the high-tech stuff and give him a call if I need to. I know there's a simple way to do it. It's obviously been a while since I gave my machine the maintenance it needs because I forgot how to properly take it off. But I know it should pop off. And yeah, I think you're right. You push down maybe a little bit on the screw because the screw actually, like, this screw doesn't thread into that outer piece you see. This screw threads into the piece that's actually below it that it attaches to, and those are the two that can seize up together, I believe. That may be wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna not stress Tyler out and not give him a heart attack and not do that anymore right now. Because our man's dying over there. Alright, my laptop just went completely Okay. Last attempt here. See if this works. Yes, we're good. Okay. Stupid YouTube. Stupid YouTube. Okay. It's because I got a phone call. Sorry about that. And then after the phone call, the app glitched out. So as I was saying, thank you for looking that up, Slim. I feel like I had looked that up before, and I do recall that on the fact page, that info you looked up. So I'll give it another go later, so I don't give Tyler a heart attack. If I have any issues, I'll call high tech. I'll look up that page too before I go at it, but I've done it once before. Um, or more than once before. It's just been a while. That poor machine, it's been so unloved. Alright, let me grab a little paper towel and get the super glue out and start putting some more of these on some dop sticks. I'm like holding the microphone while I rip the paper towel. Huh, realize that might be. I wonder if the mic picked that up. It's like right against it, probably. Alright, so we're gonna do. Where'd it go? This one, this one. I don't think I put enough glue last time. I'm mostly joking, Tyler. I'm also just frustrated and I just put the screw back on and I don't really want to take the screw back off now that I just put it back on. Plus the other little piece went loose, you know. Since that other little plastic thing came loose and I'm not really sure what to do about that, I don't really want to mess with it right now. So no, you're not dictating my stream, don't worry. I'm mostly giving you a hard time. The soda light sometimes gets a little foggy and white, but it wipes right off. It's just the fuming of the stone, or fuming of the glue. You dislike the gluing. Man, I'm loving it. It held the cab so well. It works so great. I now understand why so many people have been saying to glue so long, and I was just slow to ever actually do it. Never try it. Should have tried it sooner. Thought this was the quick dry glue. What the heck? I'm cheap. I didn't want to get that spray they try and get you to use. They spritz the little spray, the quick activation, instant dry spray. Oh no, what, Jackie? Yeah, Slim. I'm gonna go pick up some screws. I was gonna try and go to like the dollar store or something, and then sand down the points on a bunch of screws. I don't actually might have a few tiny ones, like a little tiny wood frame screws, but that's all that's around my house. I'm in apartments. I haven't had a use for screws for a long time, so yeah, haven't had a need for a screw. So we don't have any really, or I was saying screws, nails, whatever, same diff, except not. No. That one touched the glue that was still wet down there. Okay. Hmm. Um, I've been using, so all the dop sticks I had wax on, I was just reusing them and using the non-waxed sides to glue stuff. Let's see, we're gonna do this one maybe. Oop, look at him. Whatever, you're just gonna live over there then. Let's do. I do like this one. This is a flashy one. All right, so which side should be the front though? Help me decide the front. Should we go? Okay, this one is the front, or this one is the front. Might need to get a little wet. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't go all the way there. Oh, I thought I cut that out. It's so hard to try and cut. Get a full face of color. I'm thinking the other side. I think this side, yeah. I think I like this side as the front. It's got better color in there. This one. Y'all agree? What do you think? This one? Yeah, this side's got a good flash to it as well. Okay, let's. Who? Oh, Greg. Yeah, he posted on Discord earlier, Tyler. You just missed him. He posted on the not our Discord, the podcast one. He's out and about today driving. Just got up to the what is it, Mount Rainier? He posted a picture of, I think. I've only done a tiny bit of wire wrapping. As soon as this is dry, I'll go grab uh, the only one I would sell. That's an okay wrap. I'm trying to get more into wrapping. I've only done a tiny bit. Definitely something I would not mind getting better at, though. Learning. Ragnar didn't like your chips as much. Yeah, we've all got our taste, man. Some people are like all about all the flavored Doritos and everything, but give me some Lay's salt and vinegar chips. Been on a kick for those for years. As a kid, that was not my chip. Now as an adult, I'm like, yeah, it's my favorite chip. Okay, that one just dried. Once it starts to dry, like I can feel when it goes from being loose and wiggly. Oh, was I not on camera that whole time? Oh, I didn't look at the camera. Okay, I was gluing that one. Sorry. Oh, exciting story. So guess what? I'm gonna step in the other room because this one's funny. Frank. Frank came by. So Frank knocked on my door yesterday. And for those who know who Frank is, well, turns out his real name's not Frank. um, and he was quite rude. So he was not coming to complain about us or the dogs or any noise or anything. He was actually coming to ask for a favor. But he was really rude to me right off the bat. And I'm trying to be quiet because I know he's home. But he rang my doorbell and my dogs start barking and going nuts. And so I answered the door, and right off the bat, he's just rude. He's like, "Oh, between your dogs and the other people's dogs, I'm so done, and I'm trying to move out of here, but my printer's not working, and I can't get my printer to work, and I need to print an inheritance form so I can sign it and get money and get out of here." And I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" Between my dogs like never bark. It's like one of the few times they barked because he rang my doorbell, and we're very quiet people. Never even turned my flat lap on or anything yet. He's gonna hate it once I start doing it now. But yeah, it was really rude for some reason, and I was like, I'm not inclined to help you or get your printer working or anything after like you greet me that way at my door. But I'm not a tech savvy person anyway. I can't fix anything when it comes to computers. I'm the last person that you should come to for help if your technology's not working. Maybe not the last person. I might be better than your grandma, but overall, I'm not great with technology. No. So that was story time. Story time was basically, we'll keep calling him Frank, but yeah, Frank's not his real name. Oh, and I mean, I'm being nice, but yeah, he's not a healthy person. He's got like elephantitis of the legs or something on his feet were like giant balloons. It was scary. Anyway, I'm not here to try and be rude and talk mean to people, but like now I see why he's home 24/7 and just yelling at the neighbors because just another angry old guy. Just yet another angry old man, angry at the world. Yeah, he can barely walk, which is very unfortunate. That's in no way am I making fun of that or anything. Uh, that sucks. Split second stream brought to you by Coca-Cola. Yeah, I was thirsty, man. Chatting for a while, the mouth gets dry. I already drank like 24 ounces of water. I have a big water bottle. I already finished it, so we'll have something more crisp and refreshing. I like that sugar. Let me grab some more dop sticks. Oh no, that's right. Maybe rather than dop sticks, the other thing we're gonna do is the toothpick and the opals. I forgot about that. Oh no! I was grabbing something else to show you and I spilled them everywhere. So other than my Nova tips, I'm ordering some Nova tips so that when I'm back from Utah, I can do the fire agates and do the contour carving. But I've also I bought out the rest of what High Tech Diamond had of the little mini polishing pads. They did not have a lot left to choose from when I had last looked. Oh, and I found this one just sitting around. What's that? Oh, opal? Found you hiding. Keep that out with these ones. Dark. Oh, drink a pot of coffee. I thought it said a dark pot of coffee. And a half-gallon of water. Extra hydrated, I'd say. Oh, from last night. Wait, what? No. 24 cans. No, actually, I've done pretty good. I've cut back to less than a Coke a day. I used to drink like anywhere from 1 to 3 cans of Coke for the last year in a day. And now I've been pretty good, and especially the last few weeks and after my gym class and all the other attempts at healthy stuff, I've been cutting that back to a much smaller amount. 1 or less a day. Okay, toothpicks, opals, more opals. How about some more opals? Alright, so which ones did I want to put? Oh my gosh. I think I just mixed them back in. I had some set to the side that I wanted to put on the dop sticks. Let me go back in. That one needs to be cut. That one needs to be cut. Yeah, okay. Oh, I forgot which one. Yep, I think I mixed them back in here. Oh, I was going to attempt to see how it works to put. I've got these flat-backed toothpicks. It's flat there, and so I'm going to see if it works to like put an opal on a toothpick, and then I'll flatten this side, sand it down so it's not all sharp and pointy. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this works. On a hops diet mostly. We did crab. They were having a sale. One nice thing about living next to the coast, every once in a great while you can get a good deal on actually good seafood. Normally I would never buy store-bought like crab, but we bought some really good frozen crab that was on sale, and yeah, had a nice big crab dinner. That was tasty. Don't get to have crab often, but it was like surprisingly cheap. Oops, come back here. Let's see if I can show you some color in this one. Might have to go out in the sunlight. It's not much, but kind of sand here. I don't really want to glue into the sand. That one, not a good candidate. It's gonna have to be cleaned up. And it's got some color. I kind of want to do one without color like this first. Like I said, I want to do some tests and pick some pieces of opal. Like this one's got some crazing, no big chunks of flashy color, but I want to see what will happen when I put glue on the opal, because a lot of people say do not glue opal. I don't know. I'm curious. I want to do it anyway. Breaking the law. No Red Sea roaches. You know, surprisingly, the lobster we've gotten out here has not been the best. We have gotten lobster. Um, yeah, I don't know what was up, but it's not the best lobster. Crab though, whew, that crab we had, that was some good stuff. Almost dry. Okay. Nope. Oh, wobbly. Oh, who's leaving? All right, Tyler. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll hang out live. No, this is just a hangout. There was no true intentions for today. We were gonna do a little bit of cleaning on the flat lap. Now we're doing a bit of the dopping. Who knows what we'll end up doing? Might just keep dopping stuff for a while. See who pops in and out for the chat. But have a good one, man. We'll chat more about the weekend and the show and everything. For those who don't know, I'm going to New Jersey this weekend. I'm going to the fluorescent mine. So potentially, if we do the podcast this Sunday, it's going to be later than we've been doing it normally, so that it can be dark and I don't have to worry about any sunlight, and I can actually show off all the UV stuff I get from the New Jersey mine. Thought that would be pretty cool. I mean, Jackie, you say that probably as a joke, but I already did last night. I actually got out all the hand grits and sandpapers and everything I have for hand polishing. Um, and I was going to maybe try my hand at like hand polishing some of these opals. Oh, never done it. I've seen people do it. I know it's a thing. Ooh, look at that red. Oh, that red. Unimus. Yeah, I think I've done it. I didn't do like a video on hand polishing, I don't think. I might have done it on a live for fun once, or maybe a really old video. Oh, maybe before I got my flat lap when I very first started doing lapidary videos at the club, but just before I actually bought my flat lap. I might have done some Dremel and hand polishing at home with sandpaper actually. This one's got two color bars. It's got a really thin one there I want to cut out with the thin saw. And then this thicker one. See, that one's thick enough there. I'll cut out that little bar on the bottom to use for like a triplet and get a nice super thin piece of the opal. And then take that bar out and make just a little tiny cab, little teardrop shape because it's thinner on the bottom than the top, so it'll be kind of a teardrop shape with that color bar. At least that's the goal. We'll see what happens. Hey, what's up, 775? Just playing with some opals at the moment. Throwing some stuff on dop sticks. You ever work with opal, 775? I forget. I need some opal people in here to yell at me and tell me that I shouldn't use glue on opal. Oh, is there some flash in them? Oh. Oops, I picked this piece. I thought we didn't have much flash. It's got some. That flash is actually caused by the crack. That glue didn't really seem to soak in. It dried pretty quick. Yeah, I've heard maybe it's just Ethiopian opals. I've definitely had people say you should never use super glue on opals because it'll soak in and crack the stone or make it cloudy like instantly. But I didn't see anything happen there. So we're gonna get out some other small ones I've had sitting by the side waiting to work. Because we've got a bunch of tiny ones that need little itty bitty dops. So that I can work them, because they're just too small to hold. If I put them on little tiny dops, maybe not this one, but some of them just need some little dops like these. If you don't use glue on opal, how is a doublet made? That's pretty true, Slim. Epoxy, I guess. If it's a really thin, so like actually, yeah. Here, I've got 2 triplets. Let me show you. I've actually got a few, but I've got 2 that are not polished, and then one that's mostly polished right here. But if I'm not mistaken, it's not like super glue, it's epoxy, which I think epoxy is just different. Yeah. So there you can see that layer in between that they glued it with. This one you can see it way more. And some of it got all stuck on the bottom. Yeah, those are both opal triplets made with quartz glass. So that's a quartz glass top. So it's going to be harder than just normal glass. It'll be nice and hard and more scratch resistant. This one has a nice kind of almost yin-yang pattern. That's what this one is, but this one is currently cloudy. It needs to be polished or wet, unfortunately, to show its potential. Oh, where's that red? Huh. Oh, if we play with it, it's got some red as well. I'm like hitting everything on the table with the stick. Yeah, anyway. Epoxy, make the triplets. That's something I want to get into, and something I plan on doing with some of these. For my first time ever, I didn't make those ones. I was given those, but it made me really want to learn how to do it. And I wish I had some good studio lights to show these off. If we were outside, I promise that would be sparkling a lot more than it is now. Need a flat lap. Yeah, so 775. That's what we started this stream cleaning my flat lap. Got mine there. It's been 2 months, a little over 2 months since I've done any polishing on it, so way behind. We're getting tons of things set up. It's unfortunately out of commission at the moment. We were just trying to clean it, and there's a loose piece on it. I got to try and figure out taking care of that before we can polish anything. Which sucks. I might need to get out the sandpaper. A few of these, I need to get some of the sand worn down before I can get them on a dop stick. This one. Now, Jackie called it. Maybe we'll do a little hand polishing. Actually, for this piece, it won't really be so much hand polishing as it'll be just flattening down for dopping. Get the lid back on the glue here. What about fancy light strip you had yesterday? Wait. Oh, that light strip. Yeah, weirdly, that light strip does not show the opal is nice. It took me a second to realize what you're saying. Doesn't show the opal as nice as I would like. Actually, still not as good as just good old-fashioned sunlight. Later, Slim. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. This one's pretty rough, you can see, but we're going to try and flatten that out enough to put a reasonable dop on it on a nice flat edge. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, it's making some pretty quick progress actually. Already flattening down a good bit of it. Yeah, I'll put my mask back on. It's right here. Yeah, Jackie, I know. I'm usually the one who's so strict about it too. There. Mask is on. Oh, I blinded myself because the flash was still on my camera. I'm gonna call that good actually. Opal's so soft it really doesn't take much. Look. It took down a lot. There's a little sand left there. And when I actually polish it, after I'm done, we'll take the dop stick off and work this side down. But for the sake of working this piece, I'm going to dop this side so I can work that side. It's got gypsum stuck on it. Get all that gypsum removed. We can get a little closer here. There we go. So, there's some good color in it on the top. This will be the top of the opal. We'll get that whole gypsum chunk moved out of there and make like a nice little triangle opal. Little opal cap. That was an 80 grit. I have 80 grit up to 2000 grit right here for hand sandpaper. And yes, I'm holding it at an angle, and you'll see why in a minute, because it is sitting at an angle because of that gypsum chunk on top. Yeah, that'll be good for now. We're gonna end up having to flatten the bottom after we work the top of the stone anyway. All right. I've glued my fingers once or twice. I try to be pretty careful not to do that anymore. After using the really strong glue and actually gluing my fingers, yeah. Ooh, this one's got some color. Wish it wasn't so thin on this one end. So there's actually a lot of debate about where this opal's from. It was sold to me as Lightning Ridge, and I was told it can't be by someone else because Lightning Ridge doesn't glow in the UV like this does. And this is full of shell fossils. Like there's a ton of shells in here. And I was just told it doesn't look like Lightning Ridge to someone else. I'm also told Lightning Ridge doesn't glow this in the UV, so I don't know what to believe. It's for sure not Ethiopian junk opal. Some sort of Australian opal, but the thing is um, it was bought in an estate sale, and so because it was acquired at an estate sale, it was like just listed as Australian opal or something. There's a little some unknown factors to it, but sold to me and listed as Lightning Ridge. I think it might be, but I've been told it might not be. I mean, I don't care what it is, it's got good color. And it's got better color than it's showing on the camera because I don't have good lights for this. When we've got good sunshine and I can show these off in the sun, you'll see they've got way more color than it seems. Ugh, dang it. This one goes completely through this whole piece. That's probably my prized piece. That one's gonna have be a nice cab once I remove the entire top. This one I thought about doing with a Dremel, making a nice flat top. And that's what I've got all these for. There's a little Dremel attachment, and here's a little polishing flat pads for the Dremel. You might give that a try. Yeah, see, and this wouldn't be considered really good. Be considered, I mean, they thought it was all low grade. I bought a few pounds of it with a friend. We went in together and got 6 pounds of it. This is about half pound. I had the whole thing full, so I bought a pound and he bought 5 pounds. We bought 6 pounds together and going through it, and most of it was, junky white stuff, but everything you see right there on the table, all of that has color flash in it. And all of this. All those pieces have some form of color in them. Some of them are really nice. Some of them are mediocre, but everything there, when you look real close, has some form of color like that. That's not a bad one to dop. Not the best shape. We'll set that as a maybe. I'll put you in there. Why isn't it Ethiopian? It looks like the Ethiopian I have, but most white opal looks similar to me. Oh, Jackie, so Ethiopian opal, one really key way to tell is when you put it in water. It soaks up the water and changes color. The flash changes. I actually got rid of almost all of my Ethiopian, and a little bit I have. I don't know where I put it recently. It's stuck away somewhere. Um, but yeah, Ethiopian is very different. It's a hydrophane opal. It soaks up water. It's very thirsty, is where this is not. You soak this in water, and it doesn't really change the water content in the stone. An Ethiopian opal is not, most of it's not white like that. You get a little bit of white. You also get some chocolatey, but most of it is a clear. You get like a real clear jelly opal is the common Ethiopian opals that a lot of people like. Oh, that was a mini gold pan, yes. 3D printed little gold pan from Nabity Designs. You know Holly Nabity? Oh, maybe not. You're in the rock hounding stuff. Maybe not in the prospecting YouTubes. There's a bunch of gold prospecting channels, and a few of them have recently got into the 3D printing, and a few of them started making 3D printed gold pans and sluices and all that kind of stuff recently. Micro sluices, sluice matting, 3D printed sluice matting. It actually works. So this one you can see was a shell. See the natural curve to it? The smooth curve there. This one is actually a shell, fossilized shell opal. Some of them have some really nice imprint actually showing the shells. Let's see. This one's a shell. Hard to see it, but yeah. Anyway, trying to dig through there looking for shells. Prospecting stuff just haven't been out yet. Oh, nice. Okay. Jackie, you can dry Ethiopian opal if you do it properly. Just to display them, most people keep them in water. If you don't know how to dry them, they tell you to just keep them in water. But if I go dig for mine and look for them, like I've got some Ethiopians that I dried. Some cracked, most did not. You just got to dry it really slowly and properly, and there's some methods to it. All right, here's one. Here's a little one we'll dop up. Look at it. That'll be the back with the sand. Look at that one. It's got some good color. That'll be a nice little one. Oh yeah. Even on the camera, that's showing some good color. Once this one's done, we get out in the sunlight, it's gonna pop. I might also invest in some full spectrum lights if we're gonna be working with some opals. I just never had to worry about it before. Never needed full spectrum lights. Oh, nice. Where are you at again? 775? Where is the 775? I think that's the southwest. Yes, Jackie, exactly. Well, now that I'll actually, no, I don't need to get into that, but now that I'll earn some income from Patreon and maybe selling some art and some cabs too, we'll be able to fund things like lights and all that. But unfortunately, the things I don't want to get into is like I'm going to Utah next week, which is going to eat into me making money for a while because I won't be able to do DoorDash. It's got some nice color bars in it. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, well, I'm in Utah. I'm not gonna be able to DoorDash, obviously, so gonna eat into my money making, which is never fun. Yeah, good lights have been on my list for crazy long time. Okay, right below Idaho. Okay, I gotcha. I don't know if you watched my older videos or have seen those, but I lived in Boise for a little while. Another good little one too. Maybe we'll put that one. Got a little pile of small ones here we're gonna put on dots, including this little guy. Oh, yeah, we showed some of it there. Shows a little color. I grew up in Salt Lake. That's why, hold on. Oops. Divert the attention to the artwork for a second. Um, One sec. I've got a whole huge pile of my prints here, and I was just looking for this one. That's Salt Lake City, Utah. That's that print I did. I carved that out and did that print because that's where I met my partner. It's where I grew up. Born and raised in Utah, Salt Lake area. Yeah, so that's why I did that print. We did the art sale a week ago. It didn't go very well. No one bought any prints, so I didn't do another one. But I've got like 60 or so prints here that I did. Got a whole pile of them, all out here. Big old pile there of all the prints that I made. Just trying to do some live sales of the prints. People end up being interested. I don't know. We'll try it again. I like that one. Oh, I'm boring everyone. Weird. Or everyone got an ad. Dropped it, said two watching now. Got Jackie and 775 hanging out still. Maybe someone lurking. Boise wasn't bad. I spent most of my free time driving out of Boise and up into the mountains, doing a lot of digging up there. I've got a whole bunch of the dandelion prints, and we're just kind of hanging out here. It's just the two of you, so we'll move it on over here from it. Now it says 6 people. What the heck? Okay, so it's not just the two of you. See, YouTube's just weird. Like 6 people, then said 2 people, now says 6 people again. Okay, we've got like the dandelions, and then a fern. All the fancy gem bones. Wait. What do you mean? I wish I'd ever found some gem bone. I've never been that lucky. Got a whole bunch of these ones. Oh, from Utah. Well, that's because when I grew up rock hounding in Utah, I just knew about things like Dugway geodes, and I wasn't a hardcore rock hound until COVID hit. I'd always, story time. I'd done a little rock hounding throughout my whole life. A little bit of geo digging, a little bit of crystal digging. We went down to like Dinosaur National Park and Dinosaur, Colorado when I was a kid. Went to Grand Canyon and some other things, but I never did like hardcore digging or went and drove out and did rock hounding and mining until the days of COVID. And when that happened, I was already living in California and moving to Idaho. And that's actually when I started posting all the rock stuff on my channel, was when we moved to Idaho. So that's, yeah, when I started sharing everything. And to drive down to where the gem bone is in Utah, whew, that's crazy. But speaking of that, when we do go to Utah, maybe, just maybe, we'll get lucky at my dad's property. Maybe we'll find some dino bone. Wouldn't that be cool? We'll flip this back around. Oh, you went to Dump Diggers? Nice. Well, if anyone ends up being out in the area, it'd be cool if anyone wanted to join me in Utah for a dig, doing something like Dugway geodes, but it's not the easiest trip out to Dugway. There's one little tiny black opal. Not much color in it though. Yeah, dude, oh man, places like Dump Diggers are insane. Looking for good candidates to attempt to cab. Maybe that one. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Oh, that one's got a nice color bar. So tiny. Look at that micro little color bar. That's not really worth working. Um, just look at all their stuff on their Facebook page. Yeah. You know, maybe we'll pick some up, but I've got a little bit of dino bone we haven't even worked yet. So I'm not really too concerned with picking up anything new for a while, because I've also got multiple boxes on the way from people. Everybody Rocks is sending me something. I won her giveaway. Um, AZ Rockhounds, AZ Rockhound Expeditions, who was on our podcast last week, is sending us something. And others. Got all the rocks yesterday that came from Geo's observations. George up in Canada. He sent some really cool rocks. I mean, I've just got so much material to work. My last concern is buying more, spending money on. Yeah, I'm going to be going and collecting. Don't get me wrong. I'm about to go to New Jersey this weekend, and I'm going to go to Herkimer a bunch this year. But that's, I was going to say not the same as buying rocks, but it kind of is, because where I'm not buying them, I'm totally going to pay to go to those places. All right, I'm going to sand this one down a little bit. Mostly flat bottom. We'll hand sand that down a little bit, get a little more flat bottom, put some glue on it. and then see what we can recover out of this one for a cab. I think we're gonna have to cut into this side quite a bit to get rid of that sand pit right there. Keep in mind I'm no black opal direct, but this has a color bar you can see right there that goes all the way around in it. So we're gonna try and get a nice big oval cab out of this one, kind of like we did with this one. Try and get another one of these basically, except bigger, I think. It'll be about the same size. We'll see what we get out of there after we get the sand removed. But hopefully it'll have more color than this one. Oh, what was that? Try turning the flash off. It actually shows better with the flash on. I mean, it seems weird, but I gotta get this other light in just the right position. Sometimes helps a little more, but yeah. You have no way to polish or cut it. Oh, get some sandpaper and hand polish it, Jackie. We were just talking about it. Here, I'm about to do the end of that piece with some sandpaper right now. Then grab my mask. Put my mask back on. I mean, Jackie, you've also got 10 million lapidary friends that I bet would cut it for you. See how fast it is with opal by hand, though? Mm. Oh, hold on, loosening my mask. Unfortunately, it did reveal some cracking in there. See each of those lines, cracks there, there. Ugh, hold on, the macro works better with the flash on. Or my live quality is just going to be reduced today. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's got. Yeah, we'll go a little more. Remove a bit of that sand. Although, which side is that color towards more? I guess it's kind of in the middle. I don't know, maybe we'll go out this side too and put my mask back on. Yeah, forget it. We'll do that. We'll do this other side that's up. Okay. We'll just make that the back. At least to dop, and I'll clean that up, see how it looks, and maybe adjust it later, but that one's not supposed to be in that pile. It's these ones, maybe. Okay. It got quiet. I mean, I also stopped talking. So we're headed to the city in a little while, as I mentioned, but what y'all got going on today? Anything exciting for either of you that are actually hanging out and chatting? I don't know, you're fine, Jackie. Oh, that one's going to be a great old gem. That one's going to be amazing. Ooh, I'm excited for that one. Oopsies, glue touched me. That's the first time we touched the glue today. I don't have my remover right here, but that's okay. We can have a little glue finger. Gonna dye your hair? Interesting. Man, yeah, my hair grows pretty fast. I just got another haircut. I think you may have known this, or you may have been around when I've said it before, but I used to have very long hair. I ended up cutting it off when it would get stuck in my belt. And kept being like, sit down or something. I go stand up too quick and not realize some of my long hair got like stuck in my belt buckle that I used to wear. Yank my hair when I stand up too quick. Oh, that happened so many times. Yeah, I had like really long hippie hair for a while. I keep having to reload my laptop. It's not, the stream keeps disappearing, and I'm not sure why. Huh. Nope, I moved it and it still fell off. Interesting. I don't know why this glue is not drying. Sometimes it dries really quick, other times it doesn't, and I'm not really sure why it's doing that. Yeah, I think it's been glitching for a lot of people. The numbers keep going up and down. 6 people to 2 people. And if it says 2 people, it's probably like now you and my bot, or you and me. Okay. I don't expect many people to show up in the middle of a day on a weekday. It's just to hang out, get a little bit of hours, chat with y'all. This is the kind of stuff I'd be doing anyway today. Just hanging out at my house, playing with my rocks and stuff, so figure share it with y'all, have someone to chat with while I do it. Maybe what I should get is a little baking soda. That helps speed up the drying. Sprinkle baking soda on it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe too cold or too warm. Weird. Some pieces are like drying really quick, others are not. Whoopsies. Okay. It just fell away. It's still liquidy. Strange. Maybe I shouldn't be cheap and buy some of their quick dry spray. Just put a little spritz. It like activates the glue instantly. Wild. I don't know why this one piece is taking so much longer than the others. Like way longer. Yeah, it's still wet. Yep. Had a feeling that might happen. I don't know, it worked perfectly fine on those other opals. Those ones held, look, that one's even at an angle. This one's sideways and it held real quick. I'm not sure. Okay, well, forget that one. I'm just weirdly not gonna glue. Okay. Watch the next one glue in like a second. And no, it's not frozen, I'm just holding really still. That one held on much faster than the last one. I don't know what happened. That one dried like almost instantly. I don't know what's going on. Maybe some saltiness on them. A little bit of the powder gets the reaction kick started. Oh, my stream just froze again. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Quit being a bugger. And that one's already mostly dry. Look at that. It lifts it right up. I put a little bit of powder on that one intentionally to see if it might help, and it looks like it does. Where was that trouble opal? Which one was it? This one? Got a little bit of that powder on it. Plus there's already dry glue on it, so maybe now it'll stick a little better. And that one like almost instantly dried. Okay, cool. We got a nice little trick for that. We'll use a little bit of rock powder, talc powder, something going forward. Ah, try and help activate the glue. Just not going to stand up for me, are you? Okay. Well, got a bunch of those dopped. It's kind of dead in here. I appreciate you hanging out and chatting, Jackie. And 775 if you're still lurking. And everyone else that was here earlier. But it got pretty quiet, so I don't know. I might cut the stream, put on some TV so I can relax, watch some stupid TV, put some more things on some dot sticks here. Maybe do a little more with the opals. Yeah. Might go ahead and call it there. Go live tomorrow. Oh, wait. Kyle does his Saturday lives. Maybe I'll go live way before him. I'm not working DoorDash all day. We'll try and go live a little while before Kyle. Looks like it's got a whole layer of color in there. I'll adopt that one too. I'll get a couple bigger ones on here. Alrighty. I think we'll probably just call it there then. Ooh, over 2 hours? No way. Out 137 minutes. That was much longer than I actually anticipated. Because I thought I'd just end up cleaning the flat lap, maybe polish a thing or two, and call it. But it's dead. I don't know if anyone's actually watching. I think it's now me and my bot and one lurker. Maybe Jackie disappeared. Back to dishes. I don't know. But whoever might be watching in the future, I appreciate you hanging out. If you want to see all these polished and cut, but you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss them. Done pretty soon here after I call High Tech Diamond and figure out that whole fiasco there. Might get it figured out today. I might not. Oh, you chopped your hair off now. Okay, right on. I knew you said you were doing that. I forgot. I said dishes, but I forgot you were doing the whole hair thing now. But anyway, yeah, I think we'll probably call the stream there. Hang out later. I'm gonna go to New York tonight. Not quite to New York, kind of to Queens. Gonna go to my favorite little pizza spot, celebrate the graduation and all that jazz. And yeah, see y'all tomorrow maybe for live, maybe not. I don't know. But for sure, Sunday I'm going to the New Jersey fluorescent mine. If I have service there, maybe we'll try and go live for a minute, at least a short little show off of the mine, but no promises because I have no idea what service is like out there at the Sterling Hill mine in New Jersey. But for sure, you can count on me getting a whole bunch of footage to share with y'all later. So anyway, I hope you have a good one, Jackie. Anyone else who might be lurking in the background. I'll see y'all later in whoever else's chat goes live or whatever. I won't be at the podcast tonight because, like I said, I'll be in the city. But I'll see y'all around. Have a good one. Bye.